Ito ang Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang naiiba at kakaibang plataforma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Streamcast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mami, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Wednesday na tayo, no? It's Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday, everybody. And good morning and welcome to Buhay Online. I'm just trying to fix my... Biglang namatay yung telepono ko. It just died, so my monitor's gone. But anyway, happy Wednesday, everyone. At alam ko po at tayong lahat po ay very busy with work and whatever work pinagkakaabalahan natin ngayon. Saka syempre po, yung excitement sa Olympics. So, nandyan pa rin ang Olympic fever. Although, sa Japan, no? Excited sila sa Olympics pero yung kanilang virus situation getting worse, right? When I was talking to my students this morning, it's really bad. Like sa Tokyo alone, di ba, 5,000 infections in a day. Sa Tokyo lang, right? Talagang grabe. Saka parang walang pakialam kasi excited sila sa Olympics. Yung mga tao lumalabas pa rin, no? Na normally talaga ang mga Japanese very, very law-abiding or they very obedient. Pero because of sa excitement nitong Olympics, yung mga kabataan, sige-sige labas. Siya kasi they never really stopped operations ng mga public places sa Japan. Never did. Itong sa the whole pandemic situation. The Japanese have been living sort of a normal life, despite the virus. Their spas are open, their bars have been open forever, restaurants are open, di ba? Nagkaroon pa nga sila ng go to travel, tsaka go to eat campaign, kaloka last year. Tapos ngayon, sinasabi nila, hindi raw nila sinisisa sa Olympics yung pagdagdag or increase ng infection sa Japan. And of course naman, no, kasi, in fact, di ba, some of the athletes tested positive for COVID. May mga delegation na nung dumating doon, meron ng virus. Ano ba yan? But anyway, so sa Japan yon, sa atin naman in the meantime, right, stricter protocols are being implemented kasi nga we want to curtail or to at least nip in the bud itong naghanap nitong Delta variant na to That's why stricter, sabi nga nila, no, when we go out, doblehin na yung mask. Parang double layer of protection. Tsaka yun, kahit na nabakunahan na, hindi sabihin hindi ka pwede kang magkasakit. Because pwede ka pa rin talagang magka-COVID. Pero they said nga, mas yung chances mo ng recovery are higher, right? But anyway, before anything else, I'd like to greet my Yaya Saning Publico, a very happy birthday. This is our Yaya who was with us for more than 40 plus years. Kasi nga, after my father passed away last year, in July of last year, we retired our Yaya from her services. Naman service, hindi na actually service yan my yaya practically spent her life, most of her life with us, 40 plus years. And she's now 71. She's 71, is Yaya 71 or 68? Basta I forget. Basta, yun. Uh, basta 20s pa lang siya nung nasa amin siya. She took care of all of us. But happy birthday, Yaya. She's back in the province now with her family. Only for a vacation because her family here in Manila. Hindi pala ako sa Manila. Hello, nasa Pampanga na pala ako. Kami kasi yung pamilya niya that she's known for more than 40 plus years. So, babalik pa din siya dito. Pero kasi nga, mga ECQ na yan, it took her a while before she was able to go home to Leyte. Nag-antay siya na nag-antay. But finally, 3 months ago, nakauwi na siya. So, doon na muna siya sa kanyang family for now, doon, which she has not been with for 40 plus years. But anyway, happy birthday, Yaya Saning. Love you and miss you so much. See you soon after this ECQ thing. Para at meron na namang restrictions si matatanda mag-travel, so hindi ka naman pwedeng bumalik pa. Okay? So, we're into the subject of the impact of technology, right? Siyempre naman, technology pa ng panag-uusapan. And yesterday, we dealt with the fake news issues, right? Because talaga namang talaga, it was ang nagagawa ng fake news kagaya niyan, itungkol sa mga vaccination, right? Yung pinag-usapan natin na ang daming-daming nagkakalat ng mga bad effects ng vaccine. Kaya there is an emerging group of people who refuse to take the vaccination. Eh, di ba? Ano na nga incentive binibigay ng mga gobyerno? Sino ba si Biden yata, ang aming presidente doon sa Amerika, nagsabi na bibigyan niya ng pera yung mga magpapa-injection lahat or something. Kasi ang fake news is also a technological problem na? Kasi 'di ba? News is supposed to be reliable, right? While fake news has always existed naman, we enjoyed a period in the second half of the 20th century where the news media in industrial democracies produced a reliable shared reality. People disagreed, but their opinions were based on credible facts nung araw, produced by solid journalism standards, di ba? Kasi importante nun. Of course, I'm a journalist by profession too. I've been a media person for for almost 20 years. More than 10, yeah. And sa amin talaga, truth in news reporting, truth in what we write about, okay? Because before, opinions were basically made on credible facts na bine-verify by fact-checking tsaka editorial integrity, di ba, sa newspaper. Then, nung nagkaroon na ng internet, nung araw kasi talaga, ang mami ko din kasi was for a time journalist rin tsaka teacher. And noon talaga, news reporting talaga, i-verify mo, right? Tapos nagkaroon ng web, nagkaroon ng World Wide Web, right? Followed by the social web. Now, instead of 3 reputable news sources, kasi you hear facts and ideas from thousands of sources of varying credibility and reliability. Marami kasing sources nga, kasi nga, because of the WWW or World Wide Web, diba? Yung source mo of information napakalawak. And yun na nga, ang importante doon is hindi lahat ng nababasa mo or nag-google mo sa internet ay totoo. Kasi nga yung emergence ng mga walang magawa rin nag-iimbento ng news, right? There are thousands, okay, of reputable new resources and sources, okay? These appear before your eyeballs, di ba? By invisible means, by the compatibility of the content with the secret algorithms. Yan na naman yung algorithms used to determine what spreads widely and what doesn't. Okay? Kasi facts and ideas are going right before your eyes. Pagbukas mo ng internet mo, pagbukas mo talaga, ayun na talaga, hindi mo na alam nga kung anong babasahin mo, titingnan. Lalo na kaya with social media marketing, digital marketing, hindi mo na kailangan pang pumunta sa link. Yung mga links nandiyan na, di ba? Sa screen mo, sa tabs mo, nag-i-intrude na sa paningin mo. everywhere, information and data and graphics, right? These appear before literally your eyeballs. Okay, a broad range of people with political, commercial, or antisocial interests have been evolving their techniques for gaming the social algorithms, forever accelerating the spread of fake news. Okay, yun na nga eh. Hacking the attention economy ito ang nangyayari. Okay, why semi-fake news is the worst kind? Oh, hindi ba kasi merong semi-fake? There's some truth to it. Kasi because binase nila nga yung fake news na yun on a truth. Diba? Yung mga hackers news hackers, hahanap sila ng issue or trending topic, tapos i-evolve nila sa kanilang own version ng news na yon. So bakit mas detrimental or dangerous or itong semi damaging itong semi fake news? Here's the problem, okay? Patently false news is ridiculous and as such harmless. The worst kind of fake news, okay? Ito, merong Russian export called disinformatsia. Okay? Susulatin ko nga. Okay. Okay, itong tawag dyan, no? Ito, Russian fake news to. This in format. It's in format. Zia. Ayan, no? Disinformatsia. Okay. Yan yung Russian fake news na lumabas. Okay? Disinformatsia. Kita niyo na yan, no? Okay. Guardian journalist and Russia specialist Luke Harding says the Kremlin's disinformatsia tactics were honed by the KGB. Ang KGB parang yung mga NBI sa atin or yung mga Interpol sa Europe during the Cold War. They've been around for decades, see? Matagal na itong fake news na nagkakalat, but only sa Russia, okay? What's new is that in recent years, Russia has been applying the disinformatsia premise to English language audiences. We're not used to disinformatsia, and so it's extra effective, okay? The goal of this disinformatsia isn't to get people to believe lies, okay? But to confuse, okay? Ang way nitong disinformatsia na to is to confuse, guluhin, and ang mga tao, everybody, by floating mga conspiracy theories. Ayan, di ba? Ayan. Yung mga conspiracy theories, fake news yan eh. Di ba? Like yung nangyari nitong pandemic sa Amerika dahil ayaw ni Trump tong China. Di ba? Nagkaroon ng mga conspiracy theories saying na yung China daw ang nagpakawala nitong virus na to. Tapos sila kaagad nag-develop ng vaccine para sila yung maging hero, diba? Or secret weapon to ng China, yung mga ganong conspiracy, diba? Last year lumabas yan. So itong disinformatsia is to get people to believe not to believe the lies, but to confuse everybody. Ayun na nga, para gumagawa sila ng intriga at conspiracy theories. The Russian government does this through the publication of mga semi-fake news and also by hiring mga army ng trolls. O yan, di ba? Yan ang mga trolls, alam natin yan. Di ba sa Facebook, nagbabakbakan yung mga Duterte trolls, mga Dilawan trolls daw, whatever trolls, you know, which spread misinformation and disrupt online conversations with abusive, hateful posts, thus preventing rational conversation. Ayun. So disinformatsia pala ang tawag doon. So makikita mo, like sa Facebook, di ba, minsan, sa sarili mong personal page, meron kang pinost na something, tapos nagre-react na lahat. Yung mga iba, anong tawag doon? Fini-field sila nitong mga, kagaya, kunyari, i-compare ko na naman, kunyari yung Duterte, itong mga Dilawan, meron silang pinapakawala talaga ng mga trolls na sadyang nagdi-disrupt o nanggugulo doon sa page na yon. Yun ang talagang kanilang tactic or kanilang purpose. Is hindi na intelligent conversations minsan, panggugulo lang talaga or para mang intriga. Sinasadya yan. So ito yung dito pala nakuha sa tactic ng mga Russian to by hiring armies of trolls which spread misinformation and disrupt the online conversations by, yun na nga, sila yung biglang matara yung dating sa post, hateful post kaagad or mamimersonal because sadya yun, right? It is intentional. Thus preventing the rational conversation instead of yung an intelligent debate or discussion or argument for wala, guguluhin ng masasamang salita or magmumura doon or something, okay? Inside Russia kasi, disinformatia seeks to erode trust in all institutions so that a strong man like Putin, yung head nila, can present himself as the only solution. See, yun pala, right? Guguluhin nila yung mga ibang factions ng gobyerno or guguluhin nila para doon ka lang nga mag-rely doon sa kanilang leader, si Putin. So, ganun pala yun, right? Okay? Outside Russia, disinformatia helps Russia destabilize and weaken the rivals. Ganun palang strategy nun. While simultaneously enabling the Russian leader to convince the Russian public that the West is just as corrupt and dysfunctional as Russia. So parang siya lang ang bida. O yun nga yung conspiracy theory na sinasabi tungkol sa China. Na ginawa niya itong virus na to, nirelease, tapos siya yung gagawa ng solution, di ba? Even yung pinamimigay nilang libre yung Sinovac sa buong mundo or whatever, yan ang conspiracy theory dyan. Pero of course, that's only hearsay, right? Sa ating sariling rin, ay, di ba, meron din ganyang tactics na nangyayari, meron ding disinformasyang nangyayari sa ating bansa. Kayo nang alam nyo na yan sa sarili nyo, right? But anyway, yeah, so, see, the worst part is that it's actually a manipulative way. The worst part is that sa akin, I am doing a lesson, okay? I'm sorry, but I am doing a lesson. Thank you very much. Okay. So sorry. Can I just send a message to this person because natakot ako dahil parang medyo urgent kasi this person I have to not speak with for a long time. I'm just gonna say that I'm online. I'm live streaming, okay? I'm live streaming. All right. So anyway, so going back to that, the worst part nga is that this manipulative tactic of using disinformation to deliberately create confusion works, 'di ba? Totoo naman yung panggugulo, yung pangkakalat ng mga ganyan ay effective, 'di ba? And because of that, it's being instinctively picked up by American and European organizations, mga trolls at mga politicians, right? That's what's new. That's why fake news is such a big problem now. So talaga naman, kasi talaga ang daming naniniwala, ang daming, kaya di ba kagaya sinabi ko kahapon, kailangan i-verify natin. Ang lalo pang pampagulo is that fake news label is being thrown around irresponsibly, okay? Kasi pati yung mga totoong news, natatag as fake news. Kasi nga, masyadong close to reality at saka, yun na nga, because nga we're very graphical nowadays kasi digital na ang pagbabasa ng news and all that. Ginagandahan nila talaga yung pag-present ng news, di ba? Like I said, kinukuha yung logo kunya ng CNN or kung saan, kung Rappler man yan or whatever. Tapos lalagay nila, ipopost nila yon. Maniniwala ka dahil mukhang totoo na yung very reliable source yung pinanggalingan. Pero tuloy, naapektuhan yung mga talagang nagsasabi ng totoo, right? The National Catholic Register slammed an article in The Atlantic about the political effect of ultrasound technology as fake news. Okay? Ito Itong aking source ng balitang ito is from Computer World. Right? Okay? But anyway, so talagang naka-apekto talaga ang fake news, right? So, anong ginawa ngayon, di ba? Ito yung issue about Facebook nga na sinabi natin kahapon. Technically, they're trying to control the spread of fake news by putting, adjusting their algorithms or whatever way because of technology. May mga apps na, may mga software na to determine, or yun na nga you put down those posts right away, yung mga nagsisensor ng mga material sa mga social media, yun na lang ang solusyon dyan. Okay? Kasi anong ginawa ng Silicon Valley tungkol sa mga fake news? The fake news problem got so bad that noon, Silicon Valley companies were scrambled for technology solutions to a technology-created problem. That's why nga, going back to, from before today, meron na tayong mga software or apps na, at saka yung mga analytical software na yan to determine kung ano yung mga fake news, saka natatrace na kung saan nanggagaling. So, from 2017, when a lot of this fake news digitally came about, to now, meron na mga solusyon. Okay? Kaso lang kasi, di ba, yung mga gumagawa ng mga fake news, like yung mga fake news sites, namumultiply. So, pag bring down mo yung iba, magsasprout na naman somewhere else. So, we just have to be really, really mindful. Kaya nga dyan, di ba, dyan sinight yung Facebook na ina-accuse ni Presidente ng Amerika na namamatay daw mga tao dahil sa misinformation na parang ini-encourage ng Facebook. I mean, not to make campaign naman to Facebook, no, but they're doing what they can. Of course, sasabihin nila kasi, negosyo kasi, basta advertiser, pinapayagan. No, 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 no. I mean, billions of people or millions and millions of people are using Facebook. Yun na lang pag-censor ng mga malalaswang pictures or whatever. Of course, that takes time and manpower. And of course, habang ginagawa nila yun, tinitingnan na rin nila kung ano yung mga fake news. Pero, diba, I'm sure it's very hard to think na paano nila kaagad-agad madidetermine kung yung binasa nila rin fake, right? Basta AI na ang pupunta in place dyan. AI helps, artificial intelligence or whatever intelligence, human intelligence. Basta now, I know that technology is also acting upon this problem, right? Na fake news, okay? So, there you have it about fake news kasi galit na galit yung si Biden tungkol dyan eh. Kasi nga dahil sa pagbabakuna, di ba? Yung mga kumakalat na information, dumami tuloy yung tao na ayaw magpabakuna. But anyway, tsaka ano talaga eh, depende talaga yung fake news eh. Minsan malicious na yung mga content. Okay? So, we took care of that topic yesterday. And today, ang papag-usapan naman natin ay other impacts of technology, right? Sa ating buhay. Madami-dami kami talagang mga requests or questions to ask about how it affects the working person or the working class or jobs. Of course, in a lot of ways, of course, it affected it. Technology improved the lives of the working class, of the working people. Kasi nga sa pag-aaral, 'di ba, malaking way. Lalo rin sa mga opisina, sa mga trabaho, right? Because nung nagka-computer, mas naging efficient, right? And it's become digital everywhere, right? But because of technology evolves so fast and improves so much in like mga telepono, mga gadgets and all that, palagi na lang nag-i-improve. In months time, meron ka ng bagong telepono na version, right? So, people are asking, ulitin mo namin sabihin yung, ano ba kasi yung mga technology trends that businesses are facing this year or in the years to come? What technology trends are we talking about? Okay, well, first of all, ano ba itong material ko dito? Of course, sa larangan ng pagtatrabaho, right? Teka, itong text sa akin, the jobs that you can have. Okay. Of course, kasi when we are talking every day, we talk about it in general, the whole world. Pero syempre, mas importante yung nag-a-adapt sa Philippines, yung kung ano yung gamit ng technology sa anumang field, right? But sige, one learning from the pandemic, okay, is the need for a new and mental model for technology, di ba? Uh, Kasi, okay, in studying the impact of technology in business, right? We think about a new model for technology in our minds. In almost every industry kasi, some form of technology will become the product or an enabler to it, right? Those who cannot participate in digital transformation will be left behind. Yun ang reality doon. Pag hindi ka nag-adapt, hindi ka nag-transition from normal things onto digital and onto online, hindi ka maiiwan ka sa negosyo, ha, so to speak, lalo na sa negosyo. Never again will IT departments be viewed, yung mga IT department ng mga opisina, hindi na sila titingnan as only replacing aging equipment or nag-install ng desktop software. Di ba noon ang IT department ng isang opisina or business, taga-check lang ng kung yung Word yung version is tama or kung yung internet niya mabilis ba. Hindi na ganyan ang role ng IT na ngayon. Technology departments of the future or presently will be adept at deploying custom applications that make companies more productive and more uh, efficient and improve the customer experience. Talaga naman. Kaya nga ang IT na trabaho ngayon is very in demand. Ang IT people they have weathered pre-pandemic and pandemic periods because they are now the ones getting employed. They are the ones still employed. And of course, and those tech-savvy people rin, talaga, maraming oportunidad itong pandemic na to dahil sa maraming opportunity na nabibigay ng being online. Case in point, myself included nga talaga. Like sinabi ko sa inyo na more than anything, more than ever before, I have more work being cut out for me now. I thank the Lord for the opportunities, but so many opportunities are opening up for me with regards to work and livelihood because things that I do are now all virtual, right? So, ganun din sa negosyo, right? Pag hindi ka nag-adapt, hindi ka makahabol. So, technology ang nakatulong sa ating lahat. But, itong mga IT nga. Okay? Central to the next wave of innovation and productivity will be third platform technologies. Okay, ano yun? Those that mark the convergence of mobile, yung cloud, diba? Internet of Things, blockchain, artificial intelligence, okay, big data, and robotics. Okay, yan ang mga technology ginagamit right? Na ngayon talaga, yung AI, dumadami na talagang mga companies ang resort to that, right? These technologies these technologies are completely altering how we live, diba? And transact, paano tayo pati ang banking natin, diba? Kung paano tayo rin mabuhay, as in yung pag-order ng pagkain. And in this pandemic, hindi na tayo kailangan mamalengke physically dahil na-deliver na pati palengke. So technology has changed our lives completely, right? Pero at the same time, it has allowed us not to adapt to this new normal way of living in this pandemic, okay? So ano nga yung mga technology na patuloy pa rin nag-i-improve at nag-develop itong panahon na to is yun nga, yung mobile technology, cellphones, gadgets, cloud computing, right? Big data, Internet of Things, yun na, artificial intelligence, tsaka robotics. Diba? Ultimately, they will drive decisions on how we make money even, right? Kasi yung banking talaga rin, na-automate ng fully at it is online. Looking forward to this year, management team should recalibrate based on the following technology trends, okay? Anong mga technology trends? Okay. Pag-uusapan natin yung mga ecological trends facing business in 2021. And we're also going to be talking about social trends facing business this year and economic trends facing business this year in the coming days, okay? Pero ngayon, pag-usapan natin yung anong technology trends ang effective nowadays. it's also the shifts, yung mga shifts sa business ng investment ng mga tao. Diba? Because of this pandemic and the situation and how technology can help, nagkaroon ng shifts in investment. Okay? Yung typical na private companies, IT department does not have the resources or the knowledge to deploy third platform technologies like AI or artificial intelligence. Diba? Sandali nga. Excuse me, pardon me, so sorry. Alright. Ayan ang technology, di ba? Yung multitasking abilities natin na lalong, di ba, gumaling dahil sa technology. Ako naman talaga multitasking forever, right? Anyway, see there, my monitor is back. Thank you. Anyway, I'd like to welcome our friends to the show, whoever's watching today. Maraming salamat for joining me. Okay, so the typical private company does not have the resources to deploy third-party technologies like artificial intelligence, which is really costly. Oh, mahal yun, di ba? The IT department of the future, okay, which is already now, the future is now happening now, will include high caliber, better paid technologies capable of workflow optimization. Kaya nga, itong mga IT guys, ito ba, anak ko nga ang inaaral is information systems. Pero for some reason, ay nako, gustong mag-shift ng anak ko. Una kasi, dati talaga law ang gusto niyang kunin. Pero nung nalaman niya, oh, there's a lot of money daw in technology, MIS. So yan, sa MIS. Pero nag-iba na naman ang ihip ng hangin. Well, ganyan naman talagang mga ano. And of course, I will allow him to take up what he wants to take up na makakabuti para sa kanya. Right? Anyway, so going back to that, yung IT department nga ng mga companies in the future or now will have to use higher caliber and better paid mga technologists or people, right? The staff. Because IT spending as a percentage of revenue exceeds 8% for all firms, but is much lower in commercial and industrial companies, okay? So, mas mag-i-invest na ngayon sa mga magagaling na IT people ang mga company because alam nila sila ngayon na magpapa-move ng efficiency ng negosyo, right? Tsaka, everywhere now is digital, di ba? The most evident measure of digital transformation has been accelerated adoption of collaboration software like CRM and other software applications that users require on demand sa kanilang mga devices, right? From sales to ops teams, users need all critical work information on any device at any time, di ba? Mga private companies are looking for solutions that are more adept than traditional ERP. Ang ERP ay Enterprise Resource Planning, okay? These applications, okay? Ulitin ko, private companies are looking for solutions that are more nimble or mas magaling sila sa traditional na enterprise resource planning applications. They can find such utility in a litany of apps that provide reporting in real time. Ang dami na ho ngayon talaga applications na merong reporting, analytics, analytical reports, algorithms, right? Talagang rampant na ngayon to. Restaurants na lang, have moved to digital menus, di ba? And touchless payments. Diba? Lahat ngayon, pwede ka na magbayad in every which way possible, especially pag-order. Hindi lang, diba? There's cash on delivery, there's GCash, there's bank-to-bank, online banking, diba? Any which way and convenient way na para gumastos at magbayad. Pwede na. Lalo na itong pandemic pa touchless, touchless transactions, hindi mo na kailangan iabot yung pera, iiwan na lang nga sa labas yung in-order mo, iwan mo rin doon yung pera, tapos i-spray nyo na lang bago ipasok sa bahay, right? Electronic, yung McDonald's, di ba? Ano sila? Touchless payments. They have fared better, of course, in this period, right? Ngayon, yung touchless payments are pati yung Grab, di ba? Pag sasakay ka ng Grab, hindi mo na kailangan abutin din yung pera doon sa driver, ano na lang, merong Grab wallet, ganon. magbabayad na lang beforehand para wag na kayong contact na maghahawak ng aabot mo yung pera, right? So, yung sa Amerika, yung negosyo na Chipotle, it launched its first digital-only restaurant. Imagine the first digital restaurant. Electronic payments are also magnifying the value of digitization as providers have better access to customer information and their census data. Pero lahat ng ano na nga yan sama-sama na With, pagka ikaw ay nag-register at na ano on kasama na dyan yung marketing at sales kasi nakukuha na yung information mo nalalagay ka na sa database, right? Customer ka, pero maraming kadikit yun Kasi lalo na pag nakasync yung mga information nyo o yung mga gadgets nyo, lahat pumupunta na doon. No, na-amaze ako. Bumili ka ng bagong telepono, agad-agad mo pagbukas mo, hindi mo na kailangan physically isa-isa papuntahin yung mga contacts mo, di ba? Dati yung Apple ganun, hindi mo ma-transfer, di ba? Isa-isa ilalagay nung araw Anyway, ano pa ang technology impact na may impact ngayong 2021 and looking forward? It's the robotics and automation, which is AI included, okay? According to a McKinsey report, McKinsey, robotics and automation adoption dramatically increased during the shutdown, during the lockdowns, despite widespread delays as a result of COVID-19. Kahit na nga yung mga testing and R&Ds na delay dahil sa pandemic, pero it increased pa rin yung pag-adapt sa AI sa mga kumpanya sa world, no? Despite widespread delays as a result of COVID-19, protocols and shipments from Europe, Japan, and Korea ay nagulo pero tumaas pa rin ang adoption into this kind of technology, okay? 85% of companies have accelerated digitization or on going digital. 67% of companies have accelerated automation and into artificial intelligence. Yung paggamit ng artificial intelligence, 67% increase. Pero yung pag-digitize, yun ang mas marami, okay? Digitization of employees' interaction and collaboration. Digitization of customer channels. Digitization of supply chain. Tapos yung pag-automate using artificial intelligence, yun na 67% ang increase sa mundo. Okay? In particular, okay, yung mga providers sought out technologies that replace labor. Diba? Kasi nagbawas ng tao. Not only are robots faster, cheaper, and more accurate, they also don't get sick. The first industrial robots were intended to replace functions that were too costly or dangerous to be completed by humans. A new wave of cobots are intended to collaborate with humans, okay? Alam ko yan siguro 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, yung Amazon, di ba? Hindi sila naglagay sila ng robots sa assembly line nila, pero nag-retain sila ng mga tao. Bakit? Yung mga tao or supervisor nila, humans pa rin. Kasi ang maraming ginamit ng mga AI or mga robotics doon sa mga production line or yung mga busy work kasi yung Amazon niretain nila yung mga ibang empleyados nila para bantayan yung mga robots kasi minsan of course nagmamalfunction o nagmi-miss kunyari yung paglalagay sa container yung human nandyan pa rin para mag-monitor. So nagkaroon sila ng cobots, collaboration between humans and robots, okay? Ano pa ang technology na malaking impact sa buhay natin ngayong 2021 and of course looking into the future? Click and mortar. Anong ibig sabihin ng click and mortar? Among the companies investing the most are retailers in a race to deploy omni-channel strategies. 85% of retailers expect to spend more on technology, di ba? More than any other sector. Okay? Totoo. Di ba? Kasi nga, from last year, di ba? And before that, yung retail industry, yung pagbebenta, whether it's online or not, yun na, lalo na, dun sa online, dumami. Kanya-kanyang benta ng kahit na ano-ano, goods, services, right? Training, food, products, right? With e-commerce, talaga yan. Nag-boom ang e-commerce. revenue up over 30% this year. Retailers are scrambling to improve their technology infrastructure. Kaya nga dumadami na yung nagiging tech savvy, dumadami na yung dumami rin ang openings ng trabaho for IT people, graphic designers, SEO specialists, because these are the people that are needed to make digital business go digital and increase yung efficiency, right? They have also had to adapt to new consumer needs such as yung pagpipick up, and hindi delivery pero pick up lang. Ang pick up din surged more than 200% in April. Okay? Self-serve kiosks that enable omni-channel transactions will become the new normal. Oo, kasi pero yung may mga buffet, di ba? Meron ng isang tao lang nagbibigay kasi para wag yung binabawas yung hawak ng hawak iba-iba. Ano pang technology ang nakikita nating nagka-impact this year? Okay? Extended reality or XR, virtual and augmented realities, na-mention ko natin before, VR and MR. Okay? Reality tools are making their way into sectors kagaya ng education and healthcare. Yan, nabanggit na natin yan sa ibang episode kung paano yung AI nakakatulong sa health industry tsaka sa education. The pandemic has escalated remote surgeries and other healthcare applications that may even include self-serve options. Yun na nga rin, di ba, yung meron mga doctor apps, yung mga consultations sa doktor, natakot kang pumunta sa hospital, ayaw mo magka-COVID, pwede ka na mag-consult online, pwede kayong mag-Zoom, pwede kayong mag-Skype, pwede kayong mag-Messenger ng doktor mo, pwede ka na magpa-appointment. Meron na nga rin di ba, yung to check yung mga COVID patients. You can also detect, meron ng mga apps for that and gadgets to determine kung meron kang ganyan. Pero syempre, kailangan galing sa reputable doctor yung results ng test mo. Dahil hindi naman nila i-acknowledge yan kung ikaw lang nagdo ng self-testing, right? Kasi may mga testing kits ngayon, di ba, binibenta? Yung saliva PCR test ng saliva or RPT test. Pero hindi yun valid kung hindi ang doktor ang nasa ka ng doktor supervision, di ba? The pandemic nga kasi, today, technology exists for a patient to have an eye exam through high-resolution cameras and then be prompted to a series of eyeglass options based on their prescription. Pero mo yun, pwede ka na magpa-test ng mata mo online, tapos ibibigyan ka naman ng options. Ito yung mga salamin na pwede. Kasi nga, sobra na yung computer, yung mga analytics, at saka yung mga algorithms, saka yung computers and software and apps na nagpa-facilitate nito. Such is the wonders of technology. Minsan nakakatakot na nga parang ano ba to? Nung araw hindi mo maiisip na yung Google Glasses or yung ngayon, di ba? I don't know, di ba yung lalagay na raw yung microchips kung lang na lang sa utak mo lagay. Iisipin mo na lang tapos magagawa. Katakot, right? But maybe that is the wave, right? The commercial and industrial applications of XR, VR, and MR are endless, okay? Many companies are already using augmented reality in training and customer service. Diba? Ako, hindi marireplace na kaming mga nagte-train. Totoo ba yun? Hindi naman. I don't believe that it's going to come to a time na wala nang humans, robots na lang. Because diba, sino ba nagpo-program ng mga yon? Di tao rin. So, hindi pwede yun. Hindi pwedeng parang Planet of the Apes na movie na yung apes ulit nag-control ng world. Tama ba yung analogy ko? But anyway, A1-enabled engineering and manufacturing. Ayan pa ang isang technology trend or technology, impact ng technology sa buhay natin nowadays is AI-enabled engineering and manufacturing. Artificial intelligence will not only design products, okay, but it will make decisions about how they are to be procured and produced. Imagine mo yan? Kunyari, instead of architect ka, AI ang gagamitin mo, siya nang magde-design, siya pang magsasabi sa'yo kung paano mo kukunin o saan mo bibili yung mga materials o anong kailangan mo. For example, today's development of new drugs, okay, relies principally on trial and error, okay? And AI will radically improve the cycle time to bring products to market. Data and analytics will feed decision making in real time. Intelligent algorithms will improve quality and input. It is predicted that AI in manufacturing will reduce waste, by 50% or more in some manufacturing environments. Ang totoo naman to, right? Nangyayari na to po ngayon, okay? Kaya why do you think siguro mabilis yung paggawa ng vaccine? So within the year, nakadevelop na ng vaccine ng mga ang mundo. Kasi nga, because of AI or technology, okay? Ano pa, syempre pa rin, uso pa rin ang cloud, okay? Cloud computing continues to drive valuation of technology firms, okay? Importante pa rin talaga ang cloud. The pandemic, okay, spiked the demand for public cloud apps and development services, actually. The Department of Defense awarding a contract to Microsoft was the latest salvo as Microsoft and Amazon Web Services battle for web supremacy. See? Microsoft, ang Amazon, grabe ka-powerful rin, you know? Tapos, di ba, may news last year, nawawala yung may-ari ng Amazon, yung nag-develop. He was missing, yung pala, nagbabakasyon lang. Kala na nakidnap na, pinatay na, pakayaman naman na nung si Amazon na yan. Okay? Amazon ba yun o Alibaba? Na-confuse na yata ako. Alibaba yata yun. Alibaba owner. I think so. Sorry, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Alright? Amazon Web Services at saka ang Microsoft ay nagbabakbakan for web supremacy. Forrester predicts that the cloud infrastructure market will swell by 35% this year. With Alibaba, si Alibaba becoming the third largest provider. Si Alibaba yata yung owner nila, sinasabi ko. The Oriental guy, right? There is continued movement towards serverless services. Okay? Ano pa? Privacy-based computations. New solutions are emerging that combine three technologies, okay? The first, it divides a platform for data, such as bank account records to be exchanged. Then, data is decentralized for processing, only for a third technology to then encrypt it for transmission. So, tatlong technology involved dyan. Yung recording, tapos dinidecentralize yung pag-process, at saka yung encrypting, okay, ng inyong data. Okay? So dapat in that manner, bank account nyo ay secure, ay safe. Pero paano kaya? Laging nahahack, no? So, yun na naman ako, kasi ako talagang first hand ako sa panghahack ng ng debit card ko ng BDO. Imagine, hindi na po ako hindi ako makapagbukas ng merong ATM kasi paulit-ulit, ang dami ko ng video account sa nagbukas sa iba-ibang branch. After i-activate for a day, the next day may mga debits na dun sa debit card ko na hindi ako nag-authorize or gumawa. Nung araw pa, panay overcharges, kasi buti sana kung credit card yun di ba? Hindi mo ito pera yun, debit card yun. Ang ninanakawan nila ako talaga. So anyway, hindi na ma-explain ng video kung bakit. Magbukas ng ATM, then the next thing I know, illegal charges on my debit card. Diba? Kaya kapag bukas ako ng ATM account sa ibang bangko, pero sinara yung feature na pwede siyang maging Visa or Mastercard. I think kasi doon na yung panghahak sa akin na kahit na anong bangko kung buksan, basta may ATM component, ay mahahak pa rin ako. Kasi nangyari rin yan sa binukas ko. Nagbukas ako sa PS Bank ng iba pang savings account na may ATM. True enough, a few days after, I think it was a week or two, yun, meron na naman agad. At saka kung magnakaw, unti-unti, 500 pesos, 300 pesos, nung araw, Uber charges, ito naman, kunyari, games binibili or music, yun so pinapatay ko na naman din yung gano'n na component. So, hindi ako pwedeng mag-charge dun sa aking ATM or mag-book ng flight or hotel kasi nga, dun nakadikit yung hacker Dun sa ko, I don't know, basta, dun, anytime na magbukas ako kahit saan, mahahak ako. So, wala na lang yung ATM ko, tinanggal na yung Visa, Mastercard, pero nagagamit ko pa rin. Thank God, itong sa PS Bank. Just to get money in and out, right? Tapos cybersecurity, okay? Let's talk about cybersecurity. The pandemic was a catalyst for cyber attacks, okay? Up to 238% sa financial technology ang na-attack. Yung phishing attacks na sinasabi ko palagi, PHISING, result in about 80% of corporate security breaches with 94% of malware being installed via email. Yan nga yung mga email na bogus na natatanggap natin na kaya nilang i-mask or kaya nilang i-ano yung IP addresses or yung email addresses, nilalagay nila kunyari, Netflix.com. Kaya like today, paulit-ulit na kami natatanggap ng Netflix email. Samantalang may akong original Netflix emails coming from the real company. Merong mga fake na Netflix din. Na kunyari, bibigyan daw ako ng libreng gamit for ilang months pero ibigay ko tong information na to. Ano lang yun? Phishing lang yun. They're trying to get your information for that they can use it for their own good. Hackers are also adapting kasi as the industry has invested in mitigation techniques. State-sponsored actors are coordinating ransomware attacks with more than 50% involving hands-on hackers. Private companies are investing in intranet, yung paglalagay ng firewall, antivirus, tsaka malware solutions para mapatay itong mga itong gumagawa nito. Hello to people watching today. Maraming salamat for joining me. There's something wrong with my phone, my monitor, or something. I cannot see your names. Pero maraming salamat po for joining me today. Thank you so much. Okay? And, okay. Like I said, ginit ko na yung yaya ko na happy birthday, Yaya Sani. I love you so much. But anyway, so with that being said, okay, talking about that, okay, dumating na naman tayo sa dulo ng ating programa, right? Pero yun, cybersecurity. So, ang mga companies, in the change of investments, kasama dyan yung pagta-tighten ng cybersecurity. Di ba nga yung PLDT, o lahat, they spend more to protect, okay, their data, their firewalls, okay, improving that. Tsaka yung big data, okay? Another trend amplified by the pandemic, okay, and technology is big data. The pandemic was a critical need for dashboards and real-time analytics, okay? Private companies are scrambling to ensure integration and access to the right reporting tools, okay? The rapid adoption of Microsoft Teams has also moved Power B1 to the forefront as an easy-to-use plug-and-play analytics platform. Big data, the ability to pull data from multiple sources, okay, is providing companies the opportunity to improve key performance indicators or yung mga KPI, okay, that are critical in an age of distributed work. So, yung big data talaga, which is the ability to pull data from maraming sources, is providing companies nga the opportunity para i-improve ang kanilang mga KPI. Alright? So, ayan pa rin ang isang trend na lumakas or naging issue or maging a trend this pandemic is the using of big data for sources. Okay? At syempre, ano pa, yung 5G, right? Paggamit ng 5G. As the US and China remain entangled in rhetoric, it's hard to imagine the American administration pulling back on restrictions placed on Huawei. Diba? Nilagyan ng restriction ng Huawei, a leading provider of 5G technology. Australia, Canada, Japan, and the UK have also reversed course, citing security concerns. Nokia and Ericsson are alternative global suppliers, but a duopoly is viewed as bad for competition and innovation. As US cell carriers and producers like Apple introduce a new generation of phones, it has been reported that processing speeds and latency improvements are dramatic. Yung Huawei, di ba? Lumakas ang benta in the latter years, found Huawei on Androids like Huawei and mga Xiaomi na ang dami ng mga bentang phones. Saka nung umpisa, medyo mura. Ngayon, kasing mahal na ng Apple yung mga ibang mga Huawei. Kasi naman yung features, tsaka yung camera, ang gaganda, tsaka yung usage nila, right? So, as US cell carriers and producers like Apple introduce a new generation of phones, it has been reported that processing speeds and improvements are dramatic. 5G will enable other technologies from the Internet of Things to autonomous vehicles. Meron na tayo niyan. We will cover it. We will cover electric vehicles in the ecological trends post na pag-uusapan natin, okay? So from there, from driverless cars, yan ang technology, okay? Sabi nga nila, yung FCC, okay, approved a 9 billion satellite broadband for a 5G wireless fund in rural areas. Sa Amerika to, 5 billion funding. Mali ako, 9 billion. So, to end this, okay, technology at COVID-19, okay? Ano naman to? The pandemic has permanently altered, okay, the way we do business and how we think about our workplace, okay, safety. The mashup of these technologies will present solutions to and help spread COVID-19. Technologies today will allow a user to approach office building and check in online, di ba? Yung paggawa natin ng opisina, pagtayo ng opisina, anong klaseng setup, lahat ito technology na ay nakatulong. Their employer's custom app would indicate whether they can enter the building safely, di ba? Sa COVID-19 kasi, di ba? Yung technology nakatulong, kailangan na may mga security, yung mga temperature things, yung mga pag-sanitize ng mga tauhan, yung mga sensors na yan will take their temperature and log the results. See? So, ang pagtatayo ng opisina or ang pagbabalik ng mga employees sa opisina, nagkagastos ng extra, of course, to make it safe of COVID-19, okay? The user's path will be mapped based on social distance protocols. AI and machine learning will enable continuous improvement and deliver a safer office environment. So, dyan naapektuhan ng businesses at pagtatrabaho ng technology. The architects of these technologies face newfound oversight sa US and Europe. Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google find themselves under the microscope amid concerns about privacy, security, and corporate responsibility. At yun na nga yun, kagaya na nangyari sa Facebook. More regulations are being made. Let's not forget that before COVID-19 consumed our daily discourse, cybersecurity was already a big concern. This year and the years to come, it will be critical for businesses to continue to invest in technology, lalong-lalo na para sa security. Okay? And on this note, I'd like to end today's broadcast po. Okay? Na talaga, importante po ang technology sa buhay natin, especially sa panahon ngayon. Pero wag naman tayo maging slave ng technology. Okay? So, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been Jaye Bautista doing Buhay Online for you, with you, okay, on the impact of technology in our lives. More to come po. And thank you very much for joining me. And dun sa mga nakamiss na mga ibang episodes, please, nasa Facebook, nasa YouTube na po kami. So please, Broad Streamcast Communicators YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And please, wag mawawalan po ng faith, hope, and love so that we can continue to live happily and peacefully in this pandemic situation and of course sa ating normal na pamumuhay na we look forward to. Thank you very much and have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.